Dr. Adam here with another weekly wellness video. And this week I wanted to talk about grass-fed versus grain-fed beef. Now, there's a lot of controversy about this, but I wanted to summarize an article that was published in the Journal of Nutrition back in 2010. And it essentially took all the research studies done in the last 20 years on grass-fed versus grain-fed beef and explained that you really should be buying grass-fed beef whenever possible. And basically what the study found was, in relationship to saturated fat was found to be around the same in both grass-fed and grain-fed. So the fat content itself was about the same. However, the makeup of that fat was different. The grass-fed beef has higher amounts of omega-3 fatty acids compared to omega-6 fatty acids. So essentially the makeup is different. And with a higher omega-3 content, you're going to have a greater anti-inflammatory effect when you eat these meats. So definitely grass-fed beef is going to have a positive anti-inflammatory effect in your body. Also, grass-fed beef was found to have a higher content of both vitamin A and vitamin E. So those are a couple of really great antioxidant type nutrients that your body needs. Also, the grass-fed beef was found to have higher amounts of two different antioxidants, which really help in fighting off inflammation and free radical damage in our cells. And the grass-fed beef had higher amounts of something called an antioxidant called glutathione, and also an antioxidant called superoxide dismutase. So don't worry about the names of those. Just realize that grass-fed beef is going to have a higher content of antioxidants which help fight inflammation and fight free radical damage in your cells. Now, another important thing to notice from this study was you're going to get the full benefit from grass-fed beef if you know that the beef was finished on grass. So in other words, a lot of times, in the early beginning stages as a cow's growing up, they're going to feed it grass, but then they'll switch over to grain or some type of corn or something like that as the cow gets older and it gets closer and closer to being processed. So you always want to make sure that, wherever you're getting your grass-fed beef, you know that it was basically all throughout its life it was fed grass. And most companies are going to be able to tell you that. And as far as local resources here in St. Louis, where you can find grass-fed beef, the farmers market down in Soulard, there's different companies down there. They're going to have good quality grass-fed beef, and it's not too terribly expensive either. Same thing with stores like Local Harvest, which is a grocery store down in Kirkwood, and they also have a location down in near Tower Grove as well. If you just Google Local Harvest grocery store, you'll be able to find it. Also, Trader Joe's is going to have good quality types of grass-fed beef, as well as Whole Foods. But also, you're starting to find more and more where you can find grass-fed beef at places like Schnucks and Deerbergs as well. So really pay attention to the labels, pay attention to where they're coming from. Of course, if you can find the local stuff here, which, like I said, you can get at the farmers market and Local Harvest in Kirkwood, the local stuff's even better. So anyway, I hope this sheds some light on some grass-fed beef, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and we'll talk to you soon.